Hello guys, I didn't have time to make any video for the past a few days, partially because I was very busy with some study and exam, and partially I'm thinking of how to make this channel more effective, sharing the things I want to share. For those of you who watch my channel, I started making video on the mid of February this year. My first video is about I alleged that Joseph Prince is a false teacher, and up to today I'm yet to regret that I made such an allegation. The reasons you guys can see in my videos. But I have another big topic I'm talking about is about this tithing practice in many churches in Singapore and all over the world, which I began to see so clearly it's a scam. It's not according to the word of God. It's not from God. It has some historical background, but it doesn't mean it's right. And I'm so convinced if we study this practice from the point of view of a poor widow, means any poor members of a church, any poor member in the church, when they see even a tithe envelope displayed at the doorway of a church, and this practice will invariably cause depression, guilt, fear, shame to such a member. And because such a member cannot afford to tithe, because they're the poor ones, we are supposed to help them, but instead they are coerced to give 10% of the income to the church, which is totally wrong. Well, some of you may argue that tithe is not compulsory. Giving more than 10% is okay, giving less than 10% is also okay. That is not a tithe. Guys, it's so easy if we follow this train of thought. Logically, it's easy, it's right, it's proper to remove the name tithe from church practices. But why so many pastors, preachers, and churches still hold on to this practice? Well, the bottom line is that they want people to give at least 10%, even though for those who are not able to, maybe they give $1, $2. Eventually, they want them to match this 10% requirement. So that's robbing the poor. My view is that's robbing the poor, and God is not pleased with such a practice. The church is a place where truth can be declared. Poor people can receive some help. Not a place that everyone give money, make the church rich, especially the pastors, preachers rich, but the poor suffer. And because of this tithe practice, many unbelievers are hindered from coming to church. So there's a lot of things I have to say about this tithe practice. I'm reading some books, and today I want to share with you guys about this this document called Didache. I think Didache. If some of you may heard of this before, it's called Didache. Yeah, Didache. Didache. Didache is a document many believe to be made in very early stage of church history, probably around 50 AD. That is, during the apostolic age. You remember there was one time some Gentile church was having questions about whether they should follow Jewish traditions or laws. Then they send I think Paul or Peter to Jerusalem to ask for opinions from the apostles and James was a leader back then. So many people believe that Didache probably originated from that period of time, but some of scholars dated this Didache to around 120 AD. So I mean, compared with many other documents like Saint Augustine, all this is still a very early, quite early document from church history. But interestingly, this Didache is not part of the Christian canon, means the New Testament Bible. And maybe I will share my view on this, some other time, why such a document, with so many details, instructing the Christians how they live, what things they need to pay attention to, and also talk about a few Christian ceremonies, baptism and Holy Communion being two of them. And this document actually is quite comprehensive, I would say. Then later part, it also talk about how to treat prophets, teachers. I want to share about this, yeah. But let me check whether my phone is working first. I probably will do this video in 3 parts because I'm not sure whether my phone is working, because past 2 days I made a long video but doesn't pick up the audio. So I will stop here and I will continue sharing this Didache in the next video.